Miss Kiana Thomas, mompreneur here. I'm super excited to bring to you today's topic, 10 things your preschooler should know. First, let's talk about why you're here or why you should follow me. I'm a teacher, former teacher, I should say, with 15 years of teaching experience, or should I say former classroom teacher, because I'm still a teacher. I love teaching. I love education. I'm teaching my kids now as a homeschool mom. So with that 15 years, I also have my national board certification. I also have a master's degree, and I also received the high honor of Teacher of the Year. So I love education. I love learning about it, and I realize that is my passion. No matter how I try to get away from it, I always find myself right back in the midst of it, and that's where I enjoy things the most. I love fashion, and I love sewing and things of that nature. So what you'll get on this channel is tips, suggestions, and help on your homeschool journey. I'm going to show you my journey. I'm going to show you what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it. So if that is what interests you, then hit that like button, subscribe, and join me today. All right. So let's get into it. And you'll see me looking down because I have my notes here. But very quickly, or I'll try to make this as quick as possible, I want to come to you and I want to equip you. If you have a preschooler, what should your preschooler be learning, be doing, etc.? The first thing we all know, they should know their alphabet. They should be learning their alphabet, but not only recognizing the alphabet letter, uppercase and lowercase, they should also know the sounds that each letter makes. Okay. Also, they should be able to recognize numbers from 1 to 10. I would also say if they're advanced, go ahead and go to 20. You can even start skip counting and, go to 100. But it just depends on your child. Don't try to make them fit this mold. Don't try to push things on them and make them learn because you want to be able to impress your friends or be able to say, yeah, my child can count to 100 at 2. That kind of thing, because that's not what we're here for. This is about your child. I would say take their cue. Learn from them, like watch them and see what excites them. If they are learning something and you see they are enjoying it, continue to provide that. If you are trying to teach them something and you see they are having a hard time, they are crying, they are not enjoying it, switch it up. Maybe take a break from it and just stop and then come back to it. If it's something you feel like, oh, well, we need to know this, find a different way for them to know it because that way is not working. Let them take a break. I would say also practice storytelling. Pretend play is a big deal at this age. So provide opportunities and things for your children to create scenes, to practice storytelling, to do pretend play. This is a felt book. And as you can see, it also has like the shapes of things in there, but it also has the felt pieces that goes right in the book. This will allow, this could be here for the circle, but it could also be a sun as they are pretending, here, they could, you watch them pretend and make up their own story. So provide them with resources and materials that will allow pretend play. Let me show you another one. These are felt items from the dollar store. When I see these, I grab them, I snatch them up, and this is a pretend. They could use the pieces and make a snowman. And then you can have them, okay, tell me a story. And then you write down the story that their snowman is in at that time. And then you read it to them. You can even print it out for them. You can create a little mini book. This is another felt piece. Again, got these from the dollar store. And this is a cat. And I have another felt. Show you one more. And this is just an outer space scene. And it's another felt little activity. And again, got it from the dollar store. So whenever I see these, I grab them up quickly. But I would say, once again, just let them play with it. Let them create scenes. Let them create stories. And if you can, write down their story so that they will have it. And you can use that story to read back to them. So allow them opportunities for pretend play. Give them kitchens, etc. Things that you know that they like. If they like building, give them building blocks and things like that. If they like playing in the kitchen, give them those types of tools. You can even go to the thrift store and pick up little cheap pots and pans and let them have that to do their pretend play and pretend cooking. So make it easy, and it can also be inexpensive. It doesn't have to cost you a whole lot to create this type of environment for your children. The next thing I would say is reading to them is very important. So a child at this age should understand how a book works. They should understand how to care for a book and how to handle a book. And they best learn this through modeling. They learn it through watching you, through watching a teacher, through watching a parent or caregiver read the story to them. So you would, show it, you would turn the page as you read. At this age, it's important to point as you read because that's helping them with word identification, sounds, and that thing, so you can help them. And you can also, you can start recognizing and pointing out sight words in the book, and that helps with vocabulary as well. But reading and turning the pages as they see how you're turning the pages and see how you're caring for the book, that teaches them. So they're learning through modeling. So do lots of reading with them, and that will help them as well as how to learn how to deal with and turn the pages of the book and handle the book. Okay, so the more you read, the more they'll see that skill. Observe, the more they'll be able to observe it, and then they'll be able to internalize it and then produce and do it themselves. Work on life skills, things like tying their shoes, getting dressed, setting the table, getting a light snack. I'm a huge fan. I don't really do it as much as I would like to because I find a lot of the things to be expensive, but I love the Montessori method. Maria Montessori, I love her, and I love her method. And so there are a lot of things that I take from her method. And one of the big things that she talks about is students or young children being self-sufficient. And so we as adults have to provide them things in order to do that. So we want to, have tables and chairs at their level. We want to provide shelves at their level and the things labeled so that they're able to get it, put it back, and all of that. And they're able to care for it themselves. And the caregiver, the parent, the teacher is not the one doing all of the handling and the caring, but you're allowing the child to be independent. And so one of the things, when we talk about table setting, I just want to show you this. Again, I got this basket from the dollar store. I got these mats from the dollar store, and these are the little roll mats that they have in the in like the section where the I don't know where they have them, but they're like the little mats, the countertop mats, I think. And these little baskets I also got from the dollar store. So I got 3 baskets. Let's see if I can show you. So I got 3 baskets in there, and the baskets are set up with each utensil, your knife, your fork, your spoon. So they're divided. And then at the front of the basket are the plates, the cups, and the placemats. And I just took my Sharpie. Again, I got these placemats, so I may have needed to use maybe 2 placemats. So for $2, I got 4 or 5 placemats. I have 5 children. The oldest one is in college, so I got about 5 placemats here. And so for $2, I got 5 placemats. And what I did was I just cut them the shape, the size of a placemat, and I outlined their plate, their fork. I outlined everything. So then this gives them a diagram on how to set the table. I don't have to do it. I don't have to show them. They don't have to come and say, "Mommy, is this right?" Because they have it here. So that's an idea for you. It didn't take long at all, maybe 10 minutes. to cut up everything and have everything together. And you can also get them to help you do this. It does not have to be perfect. The idea is independence. So teaching them independence no matter what it looks like, because who is it for? It's for you, it's for them. Okay, so allow them to help you if you feel like you don't have the time or you just don't want to do something like that yourself. But these are things and skills that they should be working on. Shoe tying, dressing themselves, setting the table, and getting light snacks. So provide those things for them in a place on a shelf on their level. Okay, practice writing their name. They should know their address, their name, their phone number. They should know how to spell it. They should be able to recognize their name, their first and their last name. I don't just do my child's first name, I always first and last name. They need to recognize their first and their last name. This one, I don't think it's, especially today, I don't think, well, maybe now, because now we're in COVID and the kids are made to have to sit at a computer for so long. But it's very important to practice sitting still and being quiet and following directions. This is a skill your kids must learn, quiet time. They must learn that you don't have to be going all the time. This is a skill that you have to teach. Especially now, like I said, kids are at home 24/7. If you want some sanity, you're gonna have to instill quiet time in your household. And it's an hour. And it depends on how the day is going. If you see they're really active, really busy, it's still, put it in there two times that day. Maybe one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Quiet time. Everybody's sitting down. Everybody's reading a book. Everyone is being quiet. And if for you, that doesn't matter. You like a loud house and you don't care about the noise, then by all means go for it. But trust and believe it will do wonders for you and for them. It will do wonders for their brain, because your brain needs to rest. Your brain needs to relax. So provide small children with that opportunity. They don't know. You see, they'll go. They go all the time because they don't know. So it's our job as parents and caregivers to teach them those skills to self-manage. And one of the skills that will really, really help them is learning to quiet and to settle down. So this is something that I strongly recommend and suggest that you do. Teach them quiet time. Teach them practice sitting still. Practice following directions. Especially the 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, they have a hard time following directions because they're in that me stage. They're in that it's me. I want, it's what I want. And they don't understand how to separate that. Again, it's our job as caregivers to be patient and to teach them. I need you to follow directions the first time. Teach them that. Okay? Don't forget the physical activity. So although kids, you want them to learn. And I have a preschool learning notebook, guys. I have actually 2. I have one for the alphabet that has 5 activities for each alphabet. It is amazing. I do this with my preschooler every day. And then I have another preschool learning notebook that goes over colors, numbers, shapes, alphabet, everything that we're talking about here today. You'll see a lot of that in the notebook. Some things are physical things, so of course they can't be in the notebook, but for the learning stuff, the physical learning, or the actual learning, I should say, that will be in the notebook. Play lots of games. At this age, they love games. Teach them hide and seek, teach them, just different games. You can teach them card games. My youngest just turned 4 a few days ago. She was already playing Uno like a whole year, like 3 years old. She was playing Uno. And so Uno helped her recognize numbers, colors. We were already learning, but that reinforced it and it honed it in. And so now she has it. So playing games helps them with those skills that you're trying to get them to learn. You don't always have to be sitting there with paper and pencil or a notebook and, trying to shove knowledge and information down their throat. They'll get it through practice. They'll get it through learning. They'll get it through everyday play if you provide those opportunities. So I would say card games, Bingo is a fun game that the kids love. You can do bingo with sight words, you can do bingo with colors, you can do bingo with numbers. I mean, the possibilities with bingo itself is endless. What else? So play lots of games and provide hands-on learning opportunities. So the felt book was one thing that I showed you. The other thing I want to show you quickly is I have this little, again, and this is on the shelf that they can reach. I don't have to go get it. I can tell them what to go get and they can go get it. These are counting bears. So you want to provide them with hands-on activities, and then inside is the little cards, and the cards help them complete the pattern. Now I know these are people and these are bears, but you still get the picture, and they get it. They understand the concept, and they just continue the pattern. So provide them with hands-on learning. You don't always have to make it paper and pencil. Even with the things like your books, you can make those hands-on. You know, if you have a printer at home, print a page from the notebook, like the actual page, print that out and then cut it out and use it as a matching activity. So you have 2 pages of the same page, but one you're using to cut out and match onto the other one. And that helps make the worksheet or handout or whatever it is interactive. So provide lots of hands-on activities for them to do, like all the felt boards that I showed you guys earlier. All of that came from the dollar store. Provide stickers. Oh, I wish I had her name. So you can do a simple activity of writing their name, big or small, however you want it, and have them outline their name in stickers. You can do it with dots, the dot markers. You can do it with stamps. Again, the possibilities are endless. You can do it with shapes. You say, okay, this week we're learning the shape triangle. And then you write their name, and then you got to put triangles all down your name. You know, that kind of thing. They learn how many sides does a triangle have? What does a triangle look like? And you can go through different shapes of triangles, the different types of triangles. Not the different shapes, the different types of triangles and things of that nature. So play lots of games. Sing nursery rhymes. You want to dance, again, providing that physical activity, getting them active, getting their minds, because nursery rhymes helps with rhyming, and then the dancing and singing, it helps with their creativity, it helps with their motor skills and all of that, and it helps with their physical, just their body, their muscles, and their movement. They need that. They need a lot of movement, much more than we need. So if you have a partner, you let them go outside, let them play, let them get that energy out. And if not, let them go in the backyard, let them play, let them get that energy out. It is so important. And then the last thing I would tell you is to just relax, to be patient. Don't compare your children to everyone else or your friend's child who is 5, or who is 4 and can count to 200 or can count to 1,000, you know, just some ridiculous thing that we put on our children. Don't do that to yourself and to your children. Just do the best you can. But most importantly, I would say follow your child's lead. Your child will tell you and dictate. They will show you. If we just listen to them, if we just watch them, they show us what they want to do. They show us who they are. And it's up to us as caregivers and parents to help hone that and to help bring that out. Okay? So enjoy. And then the last thing I would say is just enjoy this time with your children. They're only small once, and it goes fast. In the blink of an eye, I look up, I have, like I said, a child in college, and I'm like, wow. Like her younger, early years, preschool years and elementary, it's a blur. So it goes fast. So enjoy this time. Don't put so much pressure on yourself and on your children. Just enjoy life, enjoy this time with them, and find things that they love to do. You guys can do it together. Guys, thank you for your time. I'm so glad that you can join me today. And don't forget, again, to hit that like and comment and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Guys, I will put a link to the items that were mentioned in this video in the description box below. So check it out. Peace and blessings.